Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Ready, break!
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. There's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
First play of the drive, a first. Set you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop the team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too flat, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Grant. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. The Panthers at 11-5 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Grant. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And
not today. I got to work tomorrow.
Every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one.
You got that?
You'll take punts. You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Yeah. After this Madden game, but I got to go get my oil change first. I'm in the first quarter of the Madden game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Up the middle they go. Clinton, they find some open field here. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Grant. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's got him past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down. Grant. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ready. On 1st down, Lance.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On the double.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Lance now on 1st down.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Clinton. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Lance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is...
And this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Grant.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Tremble.
His 11th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 1st and 10, Grant.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, and he could not pull it in.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a touchdown, Panthers.
Chuba Hubbard.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing his Lance on third down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable for Watson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Completes this one with Thornton. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. It's the linebacker that make the stop. But it certainly made the point game involved in the passing game in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready, break.
A final shot before half for Lance. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where
1 month. How to fuck up somebody's relationship. He made the right choice. He made the right choice because I was gonna.
This is how HelloFresh. I appreciate you coming down here, Mrs. Parr.
What's this about? Has Dash done something wrong?
He's a disruptive influence, and he openly mocks me in front of the class.
Look, I know it's you. He puts thumbtacks on my stool.
You saw him do this?
Well, not really. No, actually not.
Oh, then how do you know it was him?
That's not funny, but it's kind of funny because I love running away from people at parties. I think it's so fun because, haha, you have to find me, you know.
Back with another milk. Help! Help! Help me! Back with another milk. Help! Help!
Why are people still manually writing out their expenses like this? Y'all need to download.
Yeah, they're gonna play their 2 all-stars.
Bulls have a foul to give. Butler pulls up. Missed it badly there. Less than a minute to go.
No.
Oh, my goodness. Valentine.
No.
Whoa, no.
No.
That is not the shot at that moment.
Horrible shots. Yeah, they're gonna play their 2 all-stars.
Where's Rick? Don't care. Where's Rick? Where's Rick? Don't care. Where's Rick?
Waiting outside. Oh, that.
Okay, let's see. Y'all can request stud.
Dude, this is worse than Child Tracker.
It's okay, boys. Just act as if we weren't here.
Right, do what you normally would do. You're such a fat ass, Cartman. At least I'm not a stupid Jew. This is worse than Child Tracker.
Okay, boys. Just act as if we weren't here.
Right, do what you normally would do. You're such a fat ass, Cartman. At least I'm not a stupid Jew. This is worse than Child Tracker.
It's okay, boys. Just act as if we weren't here.
Right, do what you normally would do. You're such a fat ass, Cartman. At least I'm not a stupid Jew. What?
Okay, kids. So now, who can tell me what year the first moon landing took place? How about you, Clyde? No helping. Okay, I'm not really sure having all the parents here is a good idea. Okay? Well, maybe things would be better if we could trust people like the Starches. Us? Your family's always been the shifty-eyed ones. Oh, yeah? Stay away from me. Don't find anywhere, right? Oh, this is too much to take. Mom, Dad, could you please leave me alone? We just want to make sure nobody hurts you, Junior. Okay?
Dude.
if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 are entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On first down, Clinton. And he's brought down. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Lance. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Up the middle they go. Clinton. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, they're going to get him behind the line.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Grant. And this is caught by Watkins. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out with a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it in short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Grant. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down, Grant. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On first down, Grant going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Hubbard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
19,
Hubbard again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Hold the race. Ready?
On fourth down, Grant. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll try the left side. Clinton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 22, Lance. And quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Second and 11 now. The Lance going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Lance looking to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Brandon Smith picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. Clinton to about the 26 here. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This one caught by Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a give right side. Clinton. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. There will be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And Lance now to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On first and 10, Grant. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10, down at the 33. Looking to throw. Grant. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to the air on second down. Grant, he finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here to fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Watson. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
He'll look to throw.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for San Francisco,
they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Carolina,
the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.